It's December.
Hello.
It's getting colder.
Yeah, it's like after moaning about it last week.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the theme tune to end.
Yeah, I know. It's it drags on a bit.
Yeah.
Just TikTok. Welcome to Pitch It Good.
Hello.
You're right. I'm not going to ask how you are. I will never learn. That's why this is that way. I can't ask the audience because they're not just going to say anything back.
Do you do this at home?
Yeah,
you just get
I do.
your
Yeah,
head
I do.
That's too sad.
I do. I just get up, kick open the toilet door. How's it going?
Daddy's home.
Okay. How you doing, Paul?
Yeah, I'm good. It is like proper cold now.
Yeah.
After complaining last week that it was getting cold, it's Baltic.
Are you feeling the tingle of Christmas?
Oh, God. Yeah, little. Surprise to absolutely no one who knows me, I fucking love Christmas.
You are Mr. Christmas.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Christmas. Do love it. I've already seen 3 Christmas movies and we're 4 days into December.
What have you watched? What's the best one you've seen?
Well, here's a bit of a bombshell. So,
Go on. Oh, no, we're not do the Die Hard. Oh,
no, that comes later. No. I've said a couple of times on this podcast that Monsters, Inc. was my favourite film of all time.
Okay.
And I realised the other day that isn't true.
Oh.
Bum.
You heard it here first. Monsters, Inc. is not this man's favourite film.
Fake news.
Shouldn't have been.
No, I watched Klaus for the, I think, 4th time.
Klaus?
Yeah. So I think that came out 4 years ago. I think it was 2019. I might be wrong. I've watched it every year since it came out, and that is my favourite film.
Oh, cool.
Literally, yeah. I watched it. I've seen that 4 times, and I still cry a lot.
You cry?
Like howling with tears, yeah. Howling?
I'll ask your neighbours.
At the moon. No, it's wicked. Have you not seen it?
No.
Oh man, it's brilliant. It's
like a
yeah, it's like a 3D, 2D animated thing. Like it's all drawn, but then they've used 3D animation really well to enhance it. I don't really want to say too much. If you haven't seen it, that's your homework.
I'll go. All right, I'll go see it.
Yeah,
I'll go watch
and
it.
then we'll talk about it.
Okay, yeah, we'll have a little Christmas chat about it.
Have you watched any movies?
I did watch The Killer.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not Christmas, is it?
It's not Christmas. It was really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, slow start.
I don't know, but do you know what? Whenever I watch a film with a sniper in it, I decide I want to become a sniper. not like in the world, like in a proper setting where you're allowed to be a sniper, not like perched on Big Ben or something like that.
Next week's podcast, Jim's going to phone in from a Bulgarian prison.
Oh, I thought it was allowed here. Oh man. Oh
no,
yeah.
it's good. Do you want to be like him, waking up every 2 hours to check your own heart rate?
Yeah, I do that anyway.
Yeah, for different reasons.
Just make sure I'm still alive.
Oh, still ticking. Another day.
God, I just made a goose noise down the microphone. Oh, what's going to happen?
Have you been doing anything else?
Yes, I have. I got a phone call from a nerd.
Was it me?
No, I got a phone call from a nerd, a nerd of history.
Oh, okay.
And apparently there's been a massive mix-up. I am the rightful heir to the throne. Who would have thought? I am supposed to be the first King Jim.
King Jim.
King Jim.
Kim Jong. I'm not doing it.
And, obviously this would cause a bit of a riot, so I decided to take the payoff.
You've cashed it in.
Cashed it in.
How much for this clearly hot tipping? Oh, you must be cash hot.
Cash hot, £47.
In reality, I think they would just pay you more off if you were just a lunatic, and they're like, just leave.
Yeah, they're
just £1,000. Just go away.
Just go away.
What do you want to do with your £47, mate?
I'm going to invest it in the movie business, as we do every week. And obviously, Paul, we're not going to make a film up. Between us, we can't make up a reason for making £47 up at the beginning of the show. So I've bought in a pro. Oh, I bought in a pro. So this year, she's a great friend of mine, and she's super, super funny, amazing comedian. You can see her perform everywhere, but right here, you're going to have a picture film for you. Everyone, welcome to the studio, Kim Hope.
Hello.
Hello.
You're right, Kim. How are you?
The crowd goes wild.
And then to sleep. I'm feeling excited about spending that fine budget you've got, because I've really got a film for you. I've really got a film for you. I can't. You're not the only people who are looking at it, so just be aware. You know, it's in transit, as they say in the biz. Got an Oyster card and it's going all around London.
It's in transit.
It's in transit. Yeah, it's stuck in traffic.
That's how Paul found his wife. He pushed through in a transit. Oh, that was a horrible joke.
Yeah, you know her.
I do, yeah.
She's lovely.
Hi. Have you seen any films recently, Kim?
I'm so glad you asked. I have seen the most recent film, Leo, on Netflix.
Oh, I watched that too.
How did you cry?
No.
What? Did you laugh out loud?
Yes.
I laughed out loud so much at that film. It's so funny and it's so beautiful.
Leo.
It's an animated film written by Robert Smigel, who was one of the main writers on the Conan O'Brien show.
Oh,
Came
cool.
up with the Triumph the Insult comic dog. So he's written it, and Adam Sandler does the voice of Leo, and your favourite Bill Burr plays
Bill Burr.
He's coming on.
Yeah, I know. Look, thank you for letting me step in ahead of him, because I'm a very busy woman. I've got to chase this script around town.
When we heard that he was available, Kim, we bumped him. Couldn't, you know, he's not got any films in the works. He's got one out, so you know, it's not going to do us any good, is it? No. So Kim, you've come to pitch us a movie. What is the genre of your movie?
Okay, the genre of my movie, I have taken notes of it. It's kind of a psychological thriller, but with a supernatural element. So it's set in modern day, right? But it's got a kind of Hitchcockian rear mirror. Hello. That's me in transit with my script. Shut up in the back. You kids stop fighting. And there is a supernatural kind of element to it. So it's a few.
Oh.
Yeah, I like it. I think it'll do well. It's kind of noir, but set now. You know,
Noir now.
Noir now.
Noir now.
Exclamation mark.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds good. So, so where is this set?
It is set in the luxury area of East Finchley. Yes.
East Finchley.
In a house in East Finchley. The set is very contained. Most of the action happens within the street, like in the house and in the house next door.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Very excited.
And who do we? How do we open the film?
We open the film with let's call her the lead character, Kathy. She's probably between 45 and 55. I want to leave the casting bracket quite wide.
Mm-hmm. I
do have a heavy pencil on Naomi Watts, but that's just so she can't move. Just like pinning her in place there. But look, she's the right kind of type. That's who I'm looking for, like somebody who was born here but has travelled afar.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow! So
like this script, yeah.
Yeah. So our opening shot is her in a room in a house, looking out through the window, facing the street, and just looking out at the trees and the quiet neighbourhood and the birds in the trees. Lots of birds. Nod to Hitchcock. They're right. Thank you.
How many birds?
Yeah.
How many birds and what are their names?
And who are they played by?
They're all going to be done by special voice actors, all celebrities though. I'm thinking Chris Pratt, like he loves a voiceover, so I thought so many of them will sound like Chris Pratt.
Oh, hang on a sec. Well, the birds are going to speak.
No, they're not. It's just a joke.
Oh, no.
I was just running. Sorry. I got excited.
I was like, so this is speaking
This
birds.
is right.
That would have been, in all fairness, that would have been the record for how quickly we've derailed a guest. Being like, right, let's focus in on those birds.
Yeah. And I went there. But guys, I want you to take this seriously.
Oh yeah,
absolutely not.
Yeah, this is art. This is high art.
This is
high
not
art.
just money-making films. This is high art. So she's contemplating looking out the window and just kind of enjoying some peace. And you get the sense that there's a lot of history with this woman, that she's been through some shiz. Am I allowed to say shiz?
Fuck yeah. You can say
Shiz. She's been through some flipping shiz.
Oh, right. She's been there, yeah.
So, and can I give you some more characters? Like,
of course, yeah. Who's give us another character?
There's another character, the woman who owns the house. So it turns out that our protagonist, our hero, if you will, our anti-hero, Kathy, played by, let's say Naomi Watts. Why not? You can afford her.
We've got the budget.
And some change.
I am the king.
I do declare.
I declare Naomi Watts plays Kathy, 45 to 55.
What did I do fuck all neck on? What does the King of England sound like? Well, I say.
So who owns the house, Kim?
Kathy. Oh, no, that's Marion. Marion owns the house, and Marion is kind of a small, kooky, kind of sweet woman. I'm thinking, do you know the actress Sophie Thompson?
No.
She is the sister of Emma Thompson. She's a fabulous actress. She's been in many films. When you see her, you go, that's her, that's her. Have you seen, the one where they have the metal detectors? Detectorists. Have you seen
no, I haven't seen that yet, but it's on the
Right, okay, well, then you won't know it. Let's move on.
That's right. Welcome
Thompson. We love Emma Thompson.
Welcome to my world. I never know any of the films that people talk about.
She's in a lot of... She's in... Anyway, look, she's in a lot of things, trust me.
Take your word for it.
We've got... So who else have we got? So it's a house that our protagonist has moved into. There's a couple living upstairs. That couple, a very nice couple called Jason and Gemma. And Jason is played by Aaron Taylor-Johnson.
Nice.
I do like a bit of him. He can be a charmer, but he can be quite threatening, because I saw him in Nocturnal Animals and he was absolutely terrifying.
Oh, right.
And right then, because this film's been in the works since about 20 past 10 this morning, and all that time he's been in my sights. Jenna, I haven't actually cast Jenna yet. I thought I'd come here and spitball who you think. I'm just looking for a young 30-something actress, but I'm not quite sure who yet. It's a very distinct casting bracket.
Okay, so a 30-something actress. Is she super strong?
She actually is quite demure, but with hidden depths, I think.
Okay. Might be a bit young. What about Sophie Turner? The woman from Game of Thrones.
Yes. Actually, she was on my wish list this morning at about 25 past 10. So, yes, thank you very much.
So we've got Jason and Jenna.
And they live upstairs.
Yep.
And then there's the neighbour.
And who is the neighbour?
The neighbour is a fabulous woman, very esoteric, kind of a psychic, spiritual kind of woman, whose name is, of all things, Sea Wings.
Right. Sea Wings?
Yes, she's renamed herself. And her name is Sea Wings. She will be played by one of my favourite actresses, Letitia Wright, who was Shuri in the Wakanda films, Princess Wakanda, and scientist.
Letitia Wright, who is Sea Wings. Great name for a fish and chip shop that sells chicken.
Yeah, I can see maybe just she could branch off.
Yeah, she could. Yeah. She's in the psychic fish and chips game. A well-established path.
I'm just rewriting the end to the film now, thank you.
There's plenty of birds.
She knows where to get the birds from.
Yeah, that's how they make kebabs.
You got this chicken? Yeah. It's chicken, mate.
Yeah. KFP. FFP, Finchley fried chicken. Pigeon, even. I can't believe it's so close. We don't edit this.
No.
This goes straight out.
Great.
Okay, so...
It does when we record it this time.
Yeah, it's the first time for everything. Okay, so we got our neighbour, the fabulous Sea Wings, Letitia Wright, and so how do we get introduced to all these characters? Well, so we're introduced to Kathy by she's looking out the window, she's contemplating life, she's watching the pigeons. Who one of them is played by Chris Pratt. I've got written down here, which is great.
Why not? You know which branch he's on, because it's kind of heavier than it's sagging more than the others.
Yeah, he's got like little lizards that he's got.
I would just like Chris Pratt to be in this as a pigeon, and nobody says a word.
No, would he say a word?
Well,
we don't even know. No, he's not. He doesn't speak. He just is the pigeon.
Yeah.
No one says anything.
And nobody says anything.
So. Hold on. Is this Is this just Chris Pratt voicing one of the pigeons, or is this him in a suit?
Yeah, but now I'm seeing it. Like, you guys are just changing my vision for this film, and I find that exciting.
Yeah.
I love working with creatives like you guys, so.
No one has ever called us that.
And they probably won't after today, but I'm trapped in here with you, so I'm being honest.
Could you say that he was a Pratt amongst the pigeons?
Oh, fuck.
You could. I wouldn't, but you could.
I'm doing a lap of honour for the people at home.
Yeah, did you just do a little dance?
Yeah.
Let's do Paul's little dance. I like it.
That works very well in audio format, doesn't it?
Okay, right. So we've got these pigeons and so we've got these characters. We've got the characters.
We might need to move away from
let's get away from the pigeons. I seem to be home in it. I look like a pigeon.
Pigeon cast.
Yeah. Pigeon cast, another better podcast than Pigeon Good. So we see Kathy looking out the window. Why is is there a reason why she's in deep thought?
She is in deep thought because she's been looking for peace and quiet, and she feels like this is where she's going to find it.
Oh, right.
Has she only recently moved into the house then?
She has only recently moved into the house. Thank you very much.
And she's on the ground floor.
No, she is like there's the floor beneath. So she's on the first floor.
First floor.
Mm-hmm. With a good view of the street, which comes into play later.
Cool. Okay, so and how do we then meet the couple upstairs?
We go into the kitchen first. Let's go into the kitchen first. We meet Marion. She's being, just flighty and kind of a bit distracted.
Flighty.
And
Like a pigeon.
I'm sensing a theme.
I'm so sorry.
Subtext is huge in a way I never grasped. That's the mark of true genius. I just want to say.
we planned this all along. We're sponsored by Big Bread.
She's in the kitchen eating torn up pieces of bread with no hands.
This is the twist for it. Okay. That was good.
Can I go with this rather than with my script? I'm just beginning to lose.
No. We're gonna. I'm gonna try and put this back on rails after derailing it. So we meet Marion in the kitchen, who's being very flighty.
Yep. And it's just like establishing shots, like in the kitchen making tea, kind of waves, but everyone's just minding their own business and not kind of checking each other out. And so things are just going on like that. And then one day there's just like scenes. She seems quite happy. She's calm. She's just spending time looking out the window. Every now and then you just sense a cloud of trouble go across her face. And you think, what's her past? What's this woman Kathy got going on? Why is she here?
Kathy's the troubled one.
Kathy's there troubled. There's a dark history.
Oh.
And we discover that because she meets the neighbour. Oh, no, but she doesn't meet her yet. Actually, no, the catalyst. Sorry, I'm going with Save the Cat as...
okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So I've got my opening image, the window, the theme stated, anything for an easy life, just some peace and quiet, living in the house. So one day she's just there and she smells weed. She thinks she smells weed. And she kind of questions herself and she sees the signs that says it's a non-smoking house and a drug-free house. So she thinks she's imagining it. And she mentions it to Marion, and Marion ignores her.
Marion's smoking a spirit. Now you're making out, love.
She's a spiritualist.
Sorry.
So she smells weed in the house.
Yeah, she smells weed in the house. And then one day she's coming home, walking up the stairs, and she sees Jason walking down, and he's got like about 6 pill bottles in each hand. And there's a guy outside waiting. And there's an exchange, and that's when Kathy realizes, or she thinks she realizes that she's living underneath a drug den. There's a drug den. There's like she hears some reggae playing. Nobody plays reggae. There's lots of takeaway being brought in and out at all hours of the night. Lots of giggling. She's like, nobody's allowed to have fun.
All the cliches.
Giggling reggae and Uber Eats is that's Uber Eats. The
your eat, pray, love.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Go on. So she thinks she's living under a drug den.
So she thinks they're dealing drugs. So she becomes obsessed with them, just obsessed with watching them out the window, to the point where she's not sleeping, she's not eating, she's just watching them and getting angrier and angrier that this is happening, but nobody else seems to care, and she thinks, and she feels a bit crazy, like she's going a bit crazy, like maybe this isn't happening. And that's when we go into her backstory and see that she was in a rather toxic relationship where she was gaslit, and she calls her ex the vampire. Ooh. Because he was just an emotional black hole. So anyway, so that is our first kind of setup about what's going on.
Because she's kind of moved to escape, right?
She has moved to escape.
She's moved to escape, and she's now worried that she's in a worse position because there's drugs upstairs. Yeah. Takeaways, reggae.
Yeah.
The lot. Reggae sauce. On the takeaway.
No. The vampire, is he cast? Do we see this person? Is it...
Oh, we should see him in like flashbacks, shouldn't we? Yeah. Yes. Ooh.
Is he a vampire?
Oh, well, shall I tell you? Because I'm just pitching it to you.
Of course, yeah.
Perhaps he is.
Okay, perhaps he is
really
a vampire. Full Dracula costume. Big collar, white face, the haircut.
But when she imagines him, he's the Count from Sesame Street.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. He's the Count. Yeah, he's the Count. He's the Count from Sesame Street. That's the casting.
Yeah, there we go.
But like in a breakout role for him, it's like he's not cheerful at all. He's horrendous.
I am here to stretch the actors. I'm here to help the actors break those stereotypes down.
I think to stretch that actor, you just need a bigger hand. If I'm honest. It's just he's a muppet.
Knuckle marks on his face.
He's seen some shit. Yeah. He really has.
He's seen some flipping shiz.
Some flipping shiz. Because the kids might be watching because it's the Count.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they'll flock. They'll flock. like pigeons. What is happening? What is that?
One, two pigeons.
Why is he Russian? Okay.
Russian Count.
Right, yeah, the Russian Count. Right, so we've got Kathy, who's been in a toxic relationship with the Count from Sesame Street. And she's obviously had a real time, and she's now moved to his house.
Felt bad the whole time.
Because he's made a felt. Yeah, this is a quality podcast.
Fantastic working for him. We shall pat ourselves very low.
Yeah, we shall. Yeah. Okay, so we kind of got a little bit of Kathy's backstory, and what happens next? Do upstairs find out that Kathy's obsessed with them?
No, they don't know at this point. But at this point, she meets the neighbour. She's just kind of outside sniffing and looking concerned.
Like a bloodhound.
Yeah. She's really she's going down a really, really kind of unwell hole.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
The thing is, my brain just went, say something. then nothing came out.
Pigeonhole. Come on.
Hey!
I set him up, you.
I'll do it like a big doofy bear. Like, Pigeonhole. I want to say the funny thing.
That's the second goose noise I've made. No, I'm not going to bring more outdoor foul into this.
Don't be so foul.
No.
Don't. I will do any pun. I do not care.
I know. It's going well for us. Yes. Right. This is a good show. Right. The neighbour meets the neighbour.
Yeah. So
does the neighbour have a name?
No. What was it? No. The neighbour.
It's Sea Wings.
Sea Wings. Sea Wings.
So she sees this kind of very floaty, beautiful creature next door, and they introduce themselves, and Sea Wings reading her aura and says, "Oh, you've had trouble," and they become friends. And every time, Kathy goes to her house, and Sea Wings has got like a dog and a cat. Not like a dog and a cat. She has a dog and a cat. Something like some small glove puppets.
They're just pigeons with collars.
Little headbands with ears on them.
both played by Chris Pratt.
Yeah. He plays every pigeon.
He plays every pigeon.
He's every pigeon, like Shaka Khan is every woman. He's so versatile. Manages to turn every pigeon into Chris Pratt.
Okay, right. So Sea Wings has read Kathy's aura, and she senses trouble.
She senses trouble.
Yeah.
And Kathy starts to trust her and tells her what she thinks is going on. So they start to spy on the neighbours, on the upstairs couple together, and they're both in the windows. And, there's fun shots of them both being at the curtain, and then whoop, whoop, they look up and back they go, it's like all crazy.
Little scamps.
And you just got to look at them and you just go, these two women are a little bit doolally, but it's kind of fun, and there's a little bit of bonding, a bit of female bonding, and maybe chicken wings.
They're eating chicken wings at the curtain.
And yet there's a few pigeons just with one leg on little crutches going.
I like the idea of the drug dealers are like, why are all the pigeons disabled on this street? They're all like legless.
Yeah, but they're legless. Oh, sorry. See, I'll back away.
It's all good. This is naturally brilliant. I like this show.
Quite literally insane.
Yeah. This is.
But I think from a holistic point of view, because Sea Wings is very kind, she doesn't want to kill the animals to eat them, so she will just take parts and so just a little leg and then give them a little crutch.
That is proper mental.
Really, is that too much? Okay.
I don't want to hurt animals. I would just want to maim them.
I just want to eat them, but
have just a little nibble.
Yeah, just a little lick on the side of the head.
The cognitive dissonance of being like, I don't want to hurt the animals, but it's so good. I can't help myself.
So Sea Wings. She's eating pigeons. She's looking out. She's twitching the curtains, looking out the window. She sees. She's joined Kathy in spying on her upstairs.
Yeah, and to kind of quell her fears, and so she says, "Yes, you're actually right. You're not imagining it." And Kathy is completely relieved and feels sane again, and so Sea Wings confronts Marion about it. I forgot her name.
Marion. Yeah, Marion's right. Yeah, upstairs. No, it's Jenna. No, so Marion's
the owner of the house.
Oh yeah, Marion.
Who's renting to the couple above and says, "Do you know they're drug dealers?" And that's kind of shot. I see that as shot from a distance, and it's just all with Kathy standing back watching, and then it escalates into.
Is Marion sitting there bloodshot eyes, being like, no?
Isn't that? See, that's the thing. That's the halfway point where you realise that she's not flighty and kind of away with the fairy. She's the kingpin of this drug ring. She's the kingpin, the queen pin. Sorry, Your Royal Highness. Curtsy. I'm just curtsying my seat for those at home listening. Both of you.
I've never been curtsied to before.
I do it every day.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, sorry, they don't count.
Got to earn my keep here.
Okay. So who's just I just want to, because I've written this down.
Yeah.
It's Marion the queen pin.
Yes.
Marion's the queen pin. She's like yeah.
Yeah, I know. And you keep your mouth shut, and then it'll start. She starts doing vengeful things, like dead pigeons on Sea Wings' front door.
Yeah, smart.
Anything she can, making friends with her cat and feeding her cat so the cat doesn't want to go back home. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Kathy, you can't steal a cat. They have the right to roam.
Trying to befriend the dog. All of that kind of just some psychological kind of torment there. And
just stealing the pets.
Yeah, stealing the pets. Just kind of threatening. Just saying, stay out of my business and And
proper Middle England version of
absolutely. It's set in one house or with a little side bit. Yeah.
Stay out of my business. I'm going to give your dog a lovely balanced diet.
Oh, you know that special.
If you come round here again, I'm going to make your dog like me a little bit more than you.
Do you know how many fights I have watched in real life about people who's have befriended neighbours' cats and dogs?
Oh, really?
And they get
Is this film about you?
pissed off. No, because I have no cat or dog.
Just eating pigeons.
Yeah, just me and the pigeons out there. I sing to them and they sing back.
What sort? So hang on a sec. Is there a pigeon song in here? Because we're going to want to hear it.
Oh,
we're going to have a musical break, are we?
Yeah, I think. Do you think if you should have a musical?
Why not? We've got Chris Pratt as a
I think it should be I'm every pigeon. It's all in me.
I'm every pigeon. I'm in the tree, and so am I, and so am I. All of them are me. Ho, ho, hoo.
I wanted to start a clap or a wing, but
are you flapping?
I am
I'm
squirking,
flapping.
girl, because I'm the one. Just trust me. I don't ever run. Don't bother to compare. They're all me.
I like it.
Yeah.
That is the best song we've had on the show.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Very nice.
I like it.
Oh, and that can play over the credits. I know I'm jumping ahead, but that Chris Pratt really Shaka Khaning, they shiz out of that remarkable ditty can be over the credits. Amazing.
I like it. It's original credit score. It's always a bold move. It's good. It works. You know, history tells us.
Just for a little moment for anyone listening at home, if you're having trouble following the know that you're not alone.
I'm writing this down and I've forgotten where we are. So we've got Marion says, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
She's throwing dead pigeons at the window. She's making friends with a cat, making friends with a dog, and she's generally sort of, low-key terrorising.
And so she's low-key terrorising sea wings, and they're just making noise till all hours of the night upstairs to keep Kathy awake, and it's like real psychological warfare, but on a tiny domestic scale.
So just so I can try and get some semblance of what's going on. Is it
It's very clear. I don't know why you are not following.
Couldn't be any clearer.
Seriously.
Open your ears.
Are we now? Is this been a big revelation? Revelation.
It's been a revelation and an elevation.
That Jason and Jenna are not the drug dealers. It has been Marion all along.
They are the drug. They are, but she's the kingpin. She's the linchpin.
Yeah.
She's giving them the supply. She's getting prescriptions from all of the doctors that she goes to.
Yeah, with you.
Yeah.
Cool.
And also they're growing weed upstairs. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hydroponically,
Yeah.
Just for Jim's sake, what does that mean?
It's like theoretically, but with no soil. So hydroponic is when you
I'm
grow...
even more confused.
Hydroponic is when you grow plants with light, water, nutrients, but no soil. So you just grow them in water, hence the hydro.
Oh,
UV lamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But give them a tan as well.
Yeah.
My wife's going to be so mad at me when she listens to this letter, being like, how do you not know what that means?
No, she'll be like, I got lost and confused as well. So, yes.
Cool. Okay, so Marion and Jason and Jenna got hydroponics going upstairs. What are they growing?
So they're growing weed and they're dealing in kind of prescription drugs that that Marion's able to get through her network of of women over 70. Yeah, amazing. And yeah, so it's kind of just it's good. It's Breaking Bad in the leafy streets of, where is it?
East Finchley. Yeah.
Crazy town.
So it sounds like, Kim, we need a hero.
We do need a hero.
I'm not singing it.
Is this another song break?
No. Who's our hero, Kim?
Well, I think that Jenna will be our hero.
Jenna's going to be the hero.
Yeah,
She wants out.
She wants out, and she's willing to turn. She's willing to turn and help them out because she's tired of this bombardment. And She just does. She just feels like it's not very nice.
Just sick of the two women downstairs arguing about a dog. I'm out. I wanted to be a proper drug dealer.
Yep. So, oh God, because it's around this time that Kathy also can't work out why people just never talk to her and see through her and stuff.
She's feeling isolated.
She doesn't know that.
Yeah,
She doesn't know why people don't listen to talk to her
Yeah.
when she spends all day at the window looking at pigeons. Well, Kathy.
Yeah, that's probably more of an explanation than I've written in here, but I'm going with what I thought is that she's actually, and Sea Wings as a spiritualist can tell her, you're actually dead.
What?
She's a
Whoa,
ghost.
she's a ghost.
Yeah.
I've dropped my pen.
She's a ghost who used to be in a relationship with a vampire.
And the vampire killed her.
Oh,
And she didn't know. And she's come back to this house because years ago she grew up in that house. And that's where she feels safe. So she's come back to the house. The vampire killed her. And of course, if a vampire kills you, you need to be buried in consecrated earth. I'm coming into the vampire genre now.
No, this is good because I don't know this.
Yeah,
Every day's a school day.
Yeah. So I think you need to be buried inside a churchyard or outside a churchyard. I don't know. My Buffy days are quite some time ago.
Or under a high school.
Yeah, under high school, yeah. Near the Hellmouth, was it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So hang on. I just want to. What are the vampire rules? Like, if you get bitten by a vampire, there's two ways. You're either a vampire or you're dead.
Yeah.
You have to email 15 people on Facebook. Pass it on, otherwise you turn into a vampire.
Yeah.
I think so anyway. That's just my knowledge. But I had some ideas about vampires, like not being able to be seen in a mirror, all that kind of thing that got kind of shot when I watched Buffy. So I'm a bit confused about the whole thing now.
Yeah,
But,
Buffy threw all the rules up in the air.
I mean, they were videoing taping them, like watching them on CCTV. I'm like, well, if you can't be seen in a mirror, how can you be seen on camera? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, mirrorless cameras weren't invented then, were they?
It doesn't make any
That's
sense.
the problem with Buffy. It's all the loopholes.
So we find out. Did Marion know all along? Not Marion. Sea Wings. Did Sea Wings know all along?
Sea Wings is the one that knew. Sea Wings is the one that breaks it to her and says, the reason no one's talking to you is...
You dead.
It's because you're dead.
Do they sit down to watch The Sixth
No,
Sense one?
It's very much like that because can you imagine? Then she has a flashback of like all the time she's walked into the kitchen and Marion hasn't said anything to her or even looked at her or acknowledged that she's spoken, and the fact that she kind of, walks through walls. She just finds herself in the bathroom and she's like, wow, this is incredible, this house. The walls are very soft.
Do you remember that time you checked if there was any milk in the fridge and you didn't need to open it?
And it was so dark in there because the light hadn't gone on.
Do you remember that time you hadn't aged in 30 years? So is it that basically Marion has never spoken to Kathy, and
No.
Kathy's just like, oh, she's a bit of a knob, and only ever spoken to Sea Breeze?
Yeah.
Sea Wings.
Sea Wings.
Sea Breeze is a Febreze.
Nice.
It's a Febreze flavour.
I was going to say
Yeah,
Sea
it's a-
Bream, and
and
that's a fish.
The new Glade plug-in. Sea
Yeah.
Breeze.
And it's also a cocktail, so it's many things.
Oh, cool.
Speaking of Glade plug-in, that's our sponsor for the week. I wish.
They could sue us. Okay, right. So we find out. So we find out that she's a ghost.
Yeah. she's a ghost.
That is
So
huge.
they decide to work together, the three of them, Sea Wings, Jenna and Kathy, work together to get the drug ring busted up because
Can Jenna see Kathy? Does she have the shining?
no. But she accepts that she's there and she's working with Sea Wings.
I'm
But
imagining.
maybe they put talcum powder on her so suddenly they can see her.
They throw a sheet
If you believe. Throw a sheet over her.
Yeah, I want to
Good
see a.
question. I hadn't thought that bit through.
I want to see a ghost montage of like
them trying to convince
Kathy.
Jenna she's real.
Yeah, Kathy, like putting on like a sheet over the head.
Yeah.
No, it's like yeah, like,
What kind of ghost do you want to be? Like chains, like
Yeah.
Marley?
long hair like the Ring. Brilliant, that's great.
Crawl out the telly.
That'll get him. When I'm thinking now I know this. Now I've had this revelation. I'm imagining that the relationship between Sea Wings and Kathy is a bit like in Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg, right? Is that is that what it's like?
Yes.
So she's going to have to show Kathy how to operate.
Yes. And that's
making pottery and pushing cans down the because they do that. Goats.
I have seen it. I don't remember it.
How come I see this? And you come on.
I get it confused with Jumping Jack Flash.
That's a good film.
Also, because she's hilarious in that as well. So that's great. Oh, yes, I like that. So Kathy can go upstairs and create a ruckus and start throwing things around and
exploring her ghost powers.
Using her ghost powers.
Yeah.
And Jenna can pretend to be scared and go, guys, we've got to go somewhere safe. The place is haunted. Oh, my God. And Sea Wings calls the police and they come in and raid the place and the whole drug ring is busted and Jenna is free of an abusive and toxic relationship with a not actual vampire.
Oh, my God, yeah. And
so Kathy's reason to be there in her childhood home was to right a wrong. Spiritually. My God.
I just need to ask.
Yeah, go on. I don't know.
What?
It's so ambitious you thought you'd be able to answer it.
So we had Kathy the ghost causing a ruckus, throwing things around, and then Sea Wings just phones the police. Why did she just phone the police? Did she have to scare them?
Yeah, scared them out. So
really
they
wanted
couldn't
to
hide any drugs or anything. And then Jenna shows the police around, and then she'll have to go into witness protection, obviously. But that's for the next movie that I haven't written. I'm going to leave that up to the studios.
It's the ending that the police go, yeah, no, Jenny, you're fine. Thanks for calling. Off you pop.
I want to hear a little bit about...
You were a drug dealer as well. You're obviously going to...
Yeah, you are complicit.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
I want to hear about some of the things that maybe Kathy did to spook people out, because I think that's always a pivotal part of the ghosty movie, isn't it? Where where the ghost finally finds out, writing messages on the wall. I imagine there's weed. And there's smoke letters I see you.
Oh, I like that. And leaves that form, the branches of the leaves form, get out, you know.
I see high people.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, this stuff must be really good, man. And then it's it starts floating around the room and tornadoes happening and the eye of the storm is them going, no.
She could manifest out of the mouth of someone who's smoking and make them think they're like, you made me.
Oh, like the genie from Aladdin. But
the
more
genie
scary.
of the Kush.
The genie of the Kush. And this would explain why all the birds are outside. Because famously...
The birds can see Kathy.
And that's why they all flock to the tree.
Oh, wow.
There's a ghost. I was going to try to do a pigeon voice. There's a ghost in that house.
Chris Pratt.
Just do a Chris Pratt impression. You'll be fine.
There's a ghost in that house. I'm Star-Lord.
I'm not going to make it.
How's your leg? It's on me, Mario.
I forgot Chris Pratt was for God's sake.
I promise we ever.
This is so cool. Right? So she really does cause.
She causes absolute mayhem. There's stuff being thrown and lipstick writing on the wall and smoke. I love the smoke out of the mouth. That's incredible. I don't like horror films, so this bit's very hard.
I was about to say, so I do like a horror film, and I think we need as well. You have the ghosty throwing around stuff, and then that moves into the possession scene. There's always a possession scene.
She's got to be basically haunting their clientele.
Yeah,
push them out, and that's what. That's the montage. She's spooking different.
Yeah, so I imagine I've just gone full cartoon. She flies into the pill bottle and then opens it and just lets out a smell or something.
Pinging them around the room.
Yeah, just pinging the pills.
Or they all just float mid-air like that, and then they just rain all over the people.
And the customers are like, what are you doing? You know, I'll pay good money for these.
No, it's got dirt on it from the carpet. That's not hygienic.
Because that's what drug.
Absolutely.
Drug is a very,
I would.
very, hygienic.
They don't believe in the 5-second rule. Famously grotesque.
I don't know where that's been.
Sorry, mate, not for me. So
why are they all van drivers?
it's a big problem among the van driving community.
At speed means I can do my round twice as fast. Yeah.
I'm going to lift the van.
Amazon have got pretty strict quotas. That's Amazon.
This Christmas time, you can always rely on Amazon. Cooing.
They're twice as fast.
Yeah, what was the rule? As long as you say they're efficient, you can mention them, and there'll be no.
God, I hope so.
They are efficient. They're
very efficient. I mean, the guy just parks the van at one end of the road, and now he just runs up and down, flinging parcels like that, making it rain.
He does, yeah. Just leave stuff behind my bin.
Like Santa on cocaine.
Now that's a movie. That's a movie.
Oh, let it snow.
Oh, okay, so I want to hear about this possession. Who gets possessed? Because that happens. That always happens in a ghost film. Because that's how.
I was about to go over me like, no, Jim, that doesn't actually happen.
Oh no! When it's a film.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Do you understand fiction?
I thought you were like, no, listen, I want to know about profession because that really happens. I was like, oh no.
I have a ghost. In my house.
No.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Does it have 4 legs and horns and goes meh? Because that's a goat.
It does.
So sorry. So sorry.
But I'm the only one who can see it.
Ghost coming.
This is the big conspiracy amongst everyone I know. Is everyone's got a WhatsApp where they just it's called "Don't Tell Jim About the Goat," and then
We're trying to Google goat busters. Who am I going to call?
Something about the nanny state. I don't know.
We're just kidding.
oh yeah, I've got possession. Because there's always a point, isn't there, where the people who don't see the ghost are introduced to the ghost somehow through possession or some sort of or like they manage to manifest themselves.
Then it has to be Marion who's possessed by the ghost.
Marion.
Yeah, just Kathy takes her over and just lifts her up against a wall straight up.
And what does she make her say? They always famously say like weird stuff, don't they, to let them know that they're not there anymore, it's someone else.
This is my house now.
Oh yeah.
That's very good. But that is something Marion would say because it is her house.
Yeah, that is the problem.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, Marion, we know it's your house. We pay you rent.
Get down.
Sorry guys, this is the pigeon's house now.
and then obviously all the pigeons under her psychic control flying through the window and fill the room. Hopping around.
They stop in the hallway.
Flying with one wing.
They stop in the hallway and then form the bodies of people and then wear the coats. And so they come in like many birds in a coat like a person. Like, you know how you get 3 raccoons in a coat and it's a person?
Oh, yeah age-old problem.
Absolutely.
15 half-eaten pigeons.
Yeah. Balancing out either side, like wings around each other, just kind of, perform like it's amazing. I can see it now. Sadly, nobody else can. We're going to have what's your CGI budget?
In the room with
this?
us now.
The CGI budget. We can push. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Good.
Yeah. So lots of CGI pigeons. All with Chris Pratt's voice, trying to organise themselves into coats.
Okay.
When you first originally said they were all waiting in the hallway, I imagined like a SEAL team, like all set, like ready, but like the penguins. Do you know what I mean, from Madagascar?
But all actually seals.
we got seals. That's it. Pigeons playing seals.
Oh God. We've really got to get back on track. So this possession.
I like the sweeping in. Let's go with the sweeping in. Let's not go with the idea of like them forming the shape of
No,
wearing coat.
I think I'm going to have to insist on the pigeons in the coat. I think I really love that idea of the utter confusion. I've just a woman up there going, "This is my house. Who owns the house?" And then there are pigeons in a coat just wandering in with a little hat.
Yeah. To make the
And they go,
disguise.
"Nice to meet you," like that with the
tiny pigeon head sticking out of the coat collar.
okay.
Wow.
All the pigeons are dressed like a postman.
An Amazon driver. Oh God, that's so efficient. Oh wow. Cool.
So I like it. Thank you.
I mean, this is.
How does it end?
Well, this ends.
Does it end? No. Yeah.
So how does because obviously the possession will just end, and as she leaves the body of Miriam, all the pigeons out the window.
And she falls out. And the police. Maybe the police swarm in now. Can they swarm in now, or is that doesn't flow properly?
They can swarm in.
Yeah, swarm in, arrest everyone. Dishes are done. You know, you can sense the film running out of budget at that point. The wheels are falling off.
Just a touch.
As I'm just imagining this as well, there's a very small detail that I just want to. I imagine like these are American cops where like the police cars are coming down the road and just like skidding for no reason.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Like
all the neighbours are out looking.
Yeah, like
Smashing into the house.
like in Home Alone 2 in the park at the end with all the police. Well, that's what I'm imagining.
Okay.
Even though it's in East Finchley and it'll be the Metropolitan Police in some clapped out asterisk.
Notebooks at the rest.
Oh, what's all this then? It's a pigeon. There's a pigeon, 50 pigeons in a coat. Why have they all got teeth marks in them?
No luck catching them pigeons. Hot sauce too.
And then the police go. They arrest everybody.
Yep.
And now I imagine this unfinished business that Kathy has is done.
It's done.
So there's going to have to be an emotional goodbye scene between Seawing. Oh,
There could be as she dissolves into the ether, or we could cut to final scene. Kathy looking out the window. There's a van outside, a big moving van.
Oh.
A for sale sign is getting taken down.
Hopefully sold.
It's got sold written on it. Yeah. Details.
Right, we'll just say this down. Squatters' rights.
The door was open.
I'm in.
So, and then she hears a voice behind her, and there's a mother with a little girl, and the mother goes, "How do you like your new room?" And Kathy turns and smiles as the little girl takes over the room, and then she walks through the wall and goes and lives next door with sea wings.
Yeah. Lovely.
That's nice. So she stays there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Forever and ever.
Never. Yeah.
Never ascending.
Yeah. We'll see. Obviously, Aaron Seawings gets on, so that's good.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. And then is this? And that's the end of the film. We go to credits.
Yeah.
Which will be
credits roll.
Your song.
Oh,
Can we have a little reminder of the song?
Every pigeon, everyone's me. That one there and that one there. We're sitting in this tree. Whoa.
I like it. What
is this called?
Kim, what's the film called? What's the name of the film?
You didn't practice that, did you? When I was coming up with this, it didn't quite have such a reliance on pigeons.
Yeah, the pigeons were a curveball.
On a wing and a prayer.
Oh, that's quite good.
That is good.
Yeah.
On a wing and a prayer.
So terrible.
This is great.
Yeah.
This is exactly the sort of film I imagine would come out of this podcast. This is perfect. It's like Kim Hope, would you like to hear your film?
Oh, God.
I have never been more excited about the read back.
I've stopped writing at one point because I was so into it. This is a noir now film in the current day in East Finchley, in a house centred around two houses on a street. We meet Kathy, who is 45 to 55, played by Naomi Watts. And she's looking out the window of a house at lots of different pigeons, played by Chris Pratt. And then there are she's looking at the trees, the birds, and she's looking quite troubled. And that's when we meet the owner of the house, Miriam, who is a small, kooky woman played by Sophie Thompson, Emma Thompson's sister. Living upstairs, we've got Jason and Jenna. Jason's played by Aaron Taylor Johnson. Got written that down. And Jenna plays by Sophie Turner. Now, and then we also have a neighbour who is fabulous. Her name is Sea Wings, and she's played by Letitia Wright. Okay, right, so and now we find out that Kathy is in this place for a bit of peace and quiet because she's got out of a horribly toxic relationship with the Count from Sesame Street, who is, you know...
Is he playing himself?
Yeah, he is. He's playing a dark version of himself, right? Yeah, you know, he's gone.
Okay.
It's more like Sesame Alley. He's gone down the dark passage. Okay, so
No.
No, I was about to get us cancelled.
No. There is a limit.
Okay, let's move on now. Where we see Kathy in the kitchen, and she's very troubled, and you know, and no one's really talking to Kathy, and she's getting a little bit concerned about it. So, and she's starting to smell weed upstairs. She smells weed. She sees pills being exchanged outside, and she becomes obsessed. Night and day, not sleeping at all, perking out the window, and then she decides that she wants to go next door and see Sea Wings. And she goes to see Sea Wings, who as well might be the owner of a fish and chip shop that sells chicken made of pigeons.
It's never confirmed.
Never confirmed, but highly implied.
Yeah, we never actually see her doing anything with the pigeons, but just at the start of the film, all the pigeons are perfectly formed. As the film progresses, they just get more and more
just
names.
And Marion reads her aura and realizes that she's a troubled soul. Troubled soul. And
like you planned it.
And then she joins her in the stakeout, in the investigation of the drugs. And there's all sorts of weird scenes of them flicking behind the curtains, eating pigeon legs. I've got here. And she also, now at this point, we point out that she doesn't want to eat all of the pigeon. She just rips off their legs and makes them little tiny crutches that they can walk around on, which is quite thoughtful in my opinion. Now this is where we find out that there's a hydroponic farm upstairs, and because Seabiscuit, because Seawing.
Don't saddle her with that name.
Yes, this is gold.
Consummate professional.
Yeah. So Sea Wings goes to confront Marion, who is to grass up the upstairs. She's like, "Fuck you! I'm the queenpin, and then I'm gonna make your life hell by throwing dead pigeons at you because I keep finding them everywhere. It might be because of you." And she's also making friends with the cat and the dog and slowly enticing them over, to be like, "I'm gonna make friends of your pet," sort of thing, right? And it's.
I've just realised we painted her as the villain for feeding the cat and the dog off a dead woman.
No, the cat.
Oh, Seabreeze.
Seabiscuit, or Sea Wings. They're all the same thing.
CV.
At this point, Kathy's so distressed that Sea Wings decides to let her in on what she know all along, that she's dead. She's a ghost, not a goat.
Does she go, "Look down"? She's got no feet. Oh, it's just ether.
Have you seen Casper? Because you look like him.
Casper.
Casper. It's Mike Tyson. Okay, right. So She's a ghost before. No, she's a ghost. And then and this time, at this point, randomly, Jenna decides I'm gonna turn. She doesn't do anything, but she's just kind of saying, just so you know, I'm not cool with this. So don't grass me in. So at this point, we decide we're going to that Kathy is going to make herself known, and she's going to start terrorizing them. So she starts flying through the floor, blowing smoke, weed smoke, making leaf arrangements. She's a florist. She's a dead florist. She's writing messages in the mirror. She's doing all sorts of weird stuff, and then she decides to possess Miriam, and she tells them, I run this house, and they're like, we know because you're the landlady. She said, no, not really, I'm someone else. And to prove that this is a supernatural event, she lifts her up, and she's bombarded by several hundred pigeons in coats and a little hat in the room, and they're just walking around, swaying around, making pigeon noises, shitting all over the place, and then
the smell, and
it all just at this point. Sea Wings decides, I'm just going to phone the police.
I've had enough of this.
I should have done this at the very beginning. What I should have done is just said, Kevin, you're a ghost. Just put me right up there. They said, yeah, doing drugs. Right. Okay, fine. Right. Yeah, please, thanks. Bye. But obviously, that wouldn't make a very good film. And I'm glad that we didn't do that because this has been a treat.
How would that phone call to the police go?
Oh, yeah. I've got this ghost.
They're selling drugs upstairs. Do you have any evidence? Yeah, my ghost friend.
Yeah, my ghost saw it. East Finchley again. They turn middle class and they all go mad.
What did you say your name was again, ma'am? Yeah, I think I'm just going to tell you.
Sea Wings, yeah. Okay, right. So, and then at the end, the police are called. Skidding police cars, police come in, and they're all like carting them out. Save it for court. All that type of stuff. And then at the end, we see the house being sold and a new family moving into a 3-floor house, which must cost at least £4 or £5 million in East Finchley. Doing well. And then she walks through the wall and lives with Sea Wings for the rest of her afterlife.
Unnatural life.
Eternity.
And the film is called On a Wing and a Prayer.
Fantastic. I almost want to applaud.
Movie of the week.
I love
to TV.
Yeah, if there was a bargain bin at Blockbuster, it's straight there. We'll pay you to rent it for a month.
The bargain / banger bin. It's brilliant. I really love this film.
I loved it. It was brilliant.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. I love the pigeon.
I loved it before we found out she was a ghost.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that. 100%. Yeah. Oh, this was brilliant. So. I think we're gonna make this film, Paul, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. I'm already gonna start casting pigeons. Yeah.
Yeah. Outside, right now. Outside. You got it, boy. You got it, Buster.
I'm gonna make you a star.
And the way they act, they'll be limping for you, like, oh, I'm limping on this leg. Oh no, it was that leg, and you'll be like, you've got the part.
Yeah, that's my good side.
Yeah.
You got range, kid.
And a great set of gams. You won't be having one of them by the end of that. How are you with losing a limb?
You want to make it in Hollywood.
You got to sacrifice. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I just had a thought there of a pigeon on a plane, and that'd be a really weird thing.
What, a sequel to Snakes on a Plane?
Well, we're going to bring you back for a sequel.
Yeah.
I think we've got to have you back at some point.
I want to know what Kathy gets up to next.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I want to hear of it. Because they're now a crime-fighting duo.
Oh, they could be, yes.
Yeah, Wings and Kath. Wing! Oh, yeah, pigeon, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's just all come together. This is better than The Sixth Sense. And I mean that sincerely.
It's fantastic.
Well, I love it. I absolutely love it. And Kim, thank you so much for coming in. This has been so much fun. Where can we find you on the socials? What are you up to?
Geeking around London. You can find me mainly on Instagram at that Kim Hope. Yeah, when people go Kim Hope, that Kim Hope, that one. And I will be doing a show Can I plug my show?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Myself and Ms. Kimberly Policella are doing a double bill premiering in Brighton for the Brighton Fringe, and then we're taking it to Edinburgh.
Oh, can you reveal the name of the...
It's called Is That Not Normal? Based on many conversations we've had with each other where we've gone, oh my God, mate, is that not normal?
And Kimberly was a guest on the show.
She was in
Yeah, we had great fun. It was brilliant. So, yeah, I mean, I as well, if anyone gets a chance to see Kim perform, please go see it. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a great stand-up experience. I can't wait to see you and Kimberly's show. I'm definitely going to come see it.
Yay.
Brilliant. Oh, well, thank you very much, everybody. Please like and subscribe and tell just one person that you like the show and tell them to go download it. That would be nice.
And make sure they're not one person who is 15 pigeons dressed in a pigeon costume.
Yeah, they don't know how to use it.
They don't count as 15 new listeners.
They don't know. And leave like a little review or like 5 stars. That would be nice. That would be nice as well. Because then you keep liking them. And we know you like them because we get all sorts of really nice stuff come through. And the Spotify, what was really cool was the Spotify raps were happening this year. And we got tagged in loads of like, this was like their first or second or whatever favourite podcast of the year. And we've only been going for what? This is episode
100
13.
years.
We're all ghosts. So no, this is we love doing this. So please help us keep momentum. It's going to be fun.
Grow the show. Oh, don't do that.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Kim. And this is us signing off, I guess.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.